Dwight Howard's wife came out and gave advice to ladies, man. Look, bro.
I met the love of my life and I almost divorced his ass in 6 months, being real stupid and silly. Actually, we both filed for divorce. Let's talk about the struggles of being a new young wife. First thing I can tell you as a new wife, I know this is gonna be a hard practice, but shut your mouth, shut up. Now I know some of y'all gonna say, oh, you gotta shut up because you married? What, is he silencing you? No, sis, I'm not saying shut up. I'm saying pick your battles. And sometimes pick them quietly. Understand, when you became one with your husband, that means you became one. Y'all are one. You have to literally die to your old self. You don't want to do that yet. What does die to my old self mean? Because I'm very much still alive. Simply means adjustments. You got to make a lot of adjustments. Again, heavy on your one now. Know your spicy attitude isn't passion. It's a nasty attitude. That has to die for your husband. Confrontational spirits hidden by passion. You're not passionate, sis. You just got an attitude problem. Lose it. Quick gem. Successful top tier men, they just want peace. They don't want anything else. You can't do anything else for them besides bring them peace. Mistake I made, me and my husband going through issues, telling my friends about it. Don't do it. Dying to yourself is hard, okay? You spent your whole life talking, probably talking too much, getting the last word, being overly opinionated, being emotionally unstable. Some people settle for that, but this person married you, they're not going for it. Passive aggressive attitude. Most black men, when you do that, it reminds them of somewhat what they grew up with their mom, their siblings. They married you. They don't want to feel with the trauma from childhood. And I'm about to say something that's probably gonna hurt y'all feelings. Black successful men do marry black women. But my girls, let's be for real. Let's talk about it. I already know, sis, life was not easy for us. And along the way, we formed a little neck roll that we can't get rid of. Because life was hard doesn't give you the right to be rude, a bitch, confrontational, nasty attitude, uncooperative, any of those things. Married now, sis, so you're joining with one. It should be a peaceful harmony, right? Which means you have to die to yourself with all the ugly things that do not create peace. Let's talk about the maybe I rule. If there's conflict going on in your marriage, in your home, silently to yourself, not out loud to your husband, ask yourself, maybe I am understanding this wrong. Maybe I am processing this wrong. Maybe I am being overly emotional. Maybe I am not listening. If you silently ask yourself the maybe I's and then go in a corner and process them before you respond, you'll see that maybe I can do something to meet him more in the middle versus pushing the confrontation. I did not say you cannot have an opinion. I never said that. I said, stop, process your emotions, okay? You married now. You basically just said, I love you for the rest of your life, my life, no matter what we go through. Me not really understanding the real concept of marriage, I was thinking like, oh, Dwight, you're doing this. I don't like this. I'm gonna flee. I'm gonna run. Listen, y'all. You ain't ready for marriage if that's the way you think it.
So ultimately, what we learn from this is, ladies, you're saying, hey, if you're gonna get into marriage, you gotta understand you gotta change. It's like them that being born again. You gotta remodel yourself. My whole thing with this is quite simple. Everything she says to me kind of like common sense. You're saying, in the sense of like, if you have to think about all this stuff, I don't think you've gone through the process of relationship and dating, and I don't think that's your person, because your person I don't think you even need to be talking about all this stuff with. But then again, sometimes things might happen, turbulence, all that good stuff, and you might need to work on it. But ultimately, that's what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be married to somebody, you want a marriage, bro. Peace is the whole thing, bro. Everybody's looking for peace, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's that same basis that ladies don't like peace. When it's too quiet, they feel it's too boring. They like a little turbulence. They like movies and all that. Who knows, bro? But the truth is, men are looking for peace, man. Love it to be chill. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we'll go do something crazy, but ultimately, everybody's looking for peace. And you want that rich man, and you trying to be doing too much, and you loud, and rich man, as she said, they already got everything, man. Like, I don't need, you know what I'm saying, anything from you than peace. You know what I'm saying? That's for all men. Realistically, the thing she said right there is just common sense stuff. I think that generally men and women should know. It's just in life, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with people, dating people, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, shout out to her, you know what I'm saying? Because for sure, as she said, whole keeping quiet and like this, the whole thing she just said, it was just, to me, it just seemed like common sense stuff. But then again, even because it's coming from a lady, and a lady that's dating someone's more achieved, so maybe ladies will listen to her this time. Who knows? I feel like there's still gonna be people that's not gonna listen. Ultimately, that's their business, you know what I'm saying? I know she gave a lot of advice, but I think she already said it. There's no need for me to keep repeating it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just bringing it to y'all's forefront, you know what I'm saying? You already know what we do.